My check, my check. 1 2 1 2. My check. 1 2 1 2. Mike. Can you hear me? Am I clear? Am I clear? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, first, second, third, fourth, fifth cousins, stepsisters and brothers. Hey, check it out. Your grandparents, your aunties, your uncles. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, first, second, third, fourth. I love it. I love it. Rep your cities, rep your towns, rep your neighborhoods. Put on. Yo, you could have been anywhere in your country land. It's not time yet, Ted. We gotta milk this one, man. To your nations, to your islands, to your oceans, to your continents, to whatever you feel is the best place for you in your life. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to come out here tonight and chill with us on Di-RRec Gaming. I have my man Techno Blast in the building, and we're going to get to it. We got stuff we need to talk about. We're going to get this off our chest, man. Tech.
What's
what
up
in the world is going on, man, about Dirt 5, bro? They out here losing their mind.
Well, they already know that the dev kit was kind of late, so they weren't all prepared to get the most out of the Series X and the Series S, while the PlayStation 5 had a year head start, which is understandable. I mean, that's understandable, but let's not make it seem like the Series X can't do what it's supposed to do. You know, it can do a lot more. It's been proven many times with different games from different studios. And because of this one, I don't know I wouldn't call it a win. I mean, it's just kind of like a little gimme here for the Sony fans that's like, oh, look, this one looks better than yours. Yeah, PS5.
Facts.
It's like, no. Just wait until they optimize like they're supposed to, which to me, I think it is kind of disappointing. I'm not going to lie, that they put it out the way they did. And no, so I'm not coming with excuses. I don't want people to think that, hey, it's damage controlling, because everybody likes to use that little buzzword or phrase, damage control. No,
Facts.
I'm going to say it. They dropped the ball on getting the kits out there, but we understand why the kits were late.
Say that again, Tech. Say that again for the people in the back.
That we understand why, the kits were late, and, why the PS5 version of Dirt 5 looks better, because they had a year start of development.
A year start, people. A year start. And the funny part about it is, even that year start isn't going to save the outcome.
No. So what they're trying to do right now with the PlayStation 5, from what I can tell, they're trying to push 500 horsepower out of a little V4 engine of a Civic. That's what they're trying to do.
Is that what they're trying to do, Tech?
Yeah. They're trying to overclock it like a PC. And like I've told you, and I've told many others before, and many PC people, why do I game on a console? I game on a console because it is optimized for what it can do. It is a closed system that works out of the box. There is no tinkering to do with the console. There's no, hey, let me mess with this setting. There's nothing for me to do. I plug it in, hook up my controller, pop in the disc, or get the digital game. I'm ready to go. Everything's done for me. And that's the beauty of consoles.
Tech, you going into dangerous waters, brother.
Yep.
You making too much sense right now. Say it louder for the people in the back, Tech.
Why would you people in the back?
Facts. Why would you have a problem with a console? Why would overclocking even be a thing, Tech?
Yeah. And so, PS5 doing all this special stuff with overclocking, you're just going to kill the console. I don't care what you say. Let the hardware do what it's designed to do. Don't try to push it, force it to do something it is not designed to do. And that's what's happening right now. And what is Tom Warren saying? Return it. Because the overclocking is killing your PS5s. It is not designed for that. Optimize it for the capabilities of that hardware. Don't push it like these PC people do to their graphics card and do whatever else they do to get the most out of the card, to try to give it steroids. You don't need to do that with consoles. Just optimize it. Just optimize it optimize the games and push the hardware to its maximum potential, and that is it.
We're talking about consoles, people. There's no reason for a console to be overclocked. Think about what Tech is just saying. This is what's funny, man. This is why I be laughing, because soon as the overclocking issue even got mentioned, I was right there through the big wrench in it for me. Like, why? And you want to know where that came from? You want to know where that came from? It got started, Tech, because the pressure was on due to the fact that the Xbox Series X had 12 teraflops and the PlayStation 5 had like 10.2. They try to push that narrative that, there's not going to be much of a difference. Are you serious? Stop, man. I don't know who the hell they think they be talking to, man. But this is the gaming streets. Like, yo, come on, man. And if you don't understand it, you got the internet. We got mobile phones. We got the internet. We can look this stuff up.
Yeah.
We don't have to be tech guys to be lost, to be in the twilight zone. People who search and seek shall find. All they got to do is want to find out for themselves, learn about it. But I do understand this one simple philosophy about teraflops. It has to do with something with speed. So when you're talking about running, let's just put it in a basic kindergarten, preschool situation. If I can run 2.5 to 3 points miles per hour more than you, in the long run, people, I'm going to get to a certain length before you start to look smaller and smaller and
Weaker.
smaller. Right. Look, if you don't think 3 miles per hour is a big difference, then drive anything going 67 miles per hour and then drive something going 70 miles per hour. You're going to see the difference.
Yeah.
So at that aspect, it was sad because then Microsoft had to come out, as always, and tell everybody that thinks this is funny. The people who are talking, they think they know the genius of Xbox. So they're doing all this talk, and then Xbox techs have to come in and shut all that up, right? As usual. And then they had to let everybody know, listen, no, this 12 teraflops is stabilized. There's no up and down with it. You're getting 12 teraflops of raw power from this console, okay? So it don't move up and down. Then it put the pressure on Sony again because they knew down the road they're going to have to talk about this situation. And what ended up happening was you find out that they have to use another 1 teraflop for the OS. So that knocked it down to 9.2. So you're telling me that there's no difference between 9.2 and 12? That's almost a 5 miles per hour difference. Come on, Tech.
Yep.
They're crazy out here,
I'm telling
man.
you, they're trying to squeeze out 400 horsepower out of a 4-cylinder Civic. That's what they're trying to do.
That's basically it right there, brother.
Let's add in this. Let's do a little. Let's put the air filter, the good one. Let's put the big exhaust, dude.
To make it sound like it's doing something. Exactly.
Like, make it sound like it's doing something, and all it's doing is making fart noises, and it's gonna blow up.
Right. Ain't going nowhere. It's like one of those cars that look good on the outside. They got all that decal, they got all that paint.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But they got the engine, but it ain't the souped up engine. And they want to put the muffler on it. So when you're at the light, they take out that but they ain't
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That's it.
That's what they're trying to do.
That's all it is. To give you the impression.
And I know because I had a 99 Civic Si and I did all sorts of stuff to it to try to get the most out of it. But it costs me a lot of money. And what happened at the end? I blew one of my engines
Facts.
because it wasn't designed to do what I was trying to make it do.
Facts.
Same thing with the console.
That's the same thing that's going on with the console tech. Keep going, man. Saying
Yeah.
some good stuff here.
No, I mean,
It's crazy.
it's just sad that we're at this point talking about overclocking on a console when it doesn't need it, right? It doesn't need it because the hardware is designed to do its thing, and it has a maximum potential, and that is it. Don't try to get more oomph out of it.
What tech is? You know why I'm laughing, tech? Because honestly, bro, if they just slowed it down and stop trying to overclock it, it gets worse for them. See, it's all about the numbers. It's all about what's on paper, right? So now you're going down to like 8 teraflops. See, just so that everything would move smoothly.
Oh yeah.
So now you're not.
Then it'll be equivalent to the 1X. That's what would happen if they just optimize it to what it's supposed to do.
Right.
Up to its maximum potential, then it's probably equivalent to the 1X.
Yeah, with a little bit of power,
with a little extra power, kind of like the Series S.
You're right, and the funny part about it is the Xbox One X has stable 4K.
Yep,
it's stabilized. The PlayStation 5, it's not even stabilized 4K, dude. They talking about done it, bro. There's no checkerboard and dynamic stuff going on every day, and on the Xbox One X, that's not what it was. It had a 4K chip for that. Yeah. You have a 4K TV, that's what it was. Now, give or take that these devs think that, what's best for their games. We're not going to sit here and say that the Xbox One X, all their 4K games were native 4K. We're not saying that because like everything else, and we've been in this situation for too long, we all know that at the end of the day, it's up to the devs. It's just up to the devs. Sadly enough, you don't see this kind of silly crap on PC. They live up to them graphic cards on PC because there's not a lot of politics in the PC community. The politics are in the console community. And because all the politics is in it, you got these devs rolling the dice. Well, if we do it over here better, then they may
fan base will get mad.
Facts. There you go. We might get threats and all this other stuff. But see, that's where.
But that's not, that's I don't even know how to say it, man. It's just dumbfounded,
It's exactly. It's stupid where we're at, man. Why would you?
If Microsoft gives you a box that's a lot more powerful and Sony comes out with a weaker box and developers like, man, I need to make this parity. Like, no. You squeeze as much juice as you can out of the X and then do whatever you can with the Sony one.
That's right, Dizzle. Look, it's a shame that,
oh no, we don't want to piss off this other fan base.
That's right. And this is why Microsoft has a plan. It has an awesome plan. People are not going to understand what we're talking about, tech, but I'm like I said, they don't have to believe anything I say. Just because they don't believe what I say or try to ignore what I say or try to ignore what you say or anybody who speaks the truth on this situation does not mean it's not going to happen. This is why they don't understand why Microsoft has been taking their time, databasing day in, day out, slow cooking this RDNA 2.0, making it future proof. They're getting everything ready. They bought these acquisitions for a reason, people. It wasn't to make themselves look like, oh, look, we got deep pockets and we can do this and that and we can do this and that. That's not really why they did it. The reason why they did it is exactly what tech is talking about right now. This parity bullcrap is coming to an end with Microsoft. Microsoft is saying, listen, we're going to have about 28, 27 studios when it's all said and done. And we're going to have games coming out left and right. And we're going to be coming out of our own camp. We're not going to have to sit here and explain anything to anybody soon. Where you're not, just like that one dev that just got knocked down. He was talking about how the Series S was hard to develop on. Come on, bro.
No.
Then he just got slapped down. You
Yeah, I
know,
got slapped down with that one document where it shows about
right?
the development kit,
Facts,
how it's all shared.
facts.
All you have to do is downscale.
That's right. Now, the reason why they talk like this, people, is because I've been telling you that they think you're dumb. You are on social media, so they think that you will not research what they say. You won't search the things to see if what they say is true to you. They expect you to be a blind follower because that's who follows them. The masses are blind followers. They hang on every bit of word that these guys say. So I have to commend those few, those mighty few who stand out against this dumbness, speaks out against this dumbness, tags them upon this dumbness, has no fear about this dumbness, and reveals the dumbness. I have nothing but respect for them because there's not a lot of them. That's the people they fear. That's the people who they'll block. But what happens when they block everybody? What happens when everybody wakes up? And then they start calling them out. Then I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They got two decisions to make. Continue to act dumb, lose your fan base, or change up. Change up and get it together. We don't care about your fanboyism. But all we care about is when you come out here and you start speaking lies on another console. Just simply because you don't like it. I don't like PlayStation. Doesn't mean I got to come out here and lie about it. That's silly, man. I don't have to lie about it just because I don't like it. That makes no sense. I don't have to downplay it so that it makes me feel good so that I can make you feel good to go
buy it. If we say the PS5s are bricking out there, because they are bricking.
Right.
At a mass, not some little number.
Yeah, not no day one catastrophe. This is a meltdown of engineering that's taking place.
Yes.
And like Tech said, or overdoing what's not supposed to be done. There's no reason to overclock. Listen, if you didn't make this, Sony was not ready. Let's just be honest, okay? At the end of the day, Sony was not in the mindset of taking their console to true next gen because they know their fan base is still stuck around 1080p. It's stuck between 1080p and 1440p. It's stuck there. And the reason I say that is because only a few of them went out and bought that PlayStation 4 Pro and actually bought 4K TVs. They know who's playing on what. So that's why they didn't go to all out. They didn't go all out. But see, Microsoft had a strategy for their hardcore gamers. They said, listen, the Xbox Series X is going to be something special to the hardcore true fans of Xbox throughout the years that have been supporting this brand for all these years. I feel Spencer is going to create a monster for you. On the other hand, you don't have to pay all that money for that if you're just a casual gamer on the Xbox community. We're going to create a console for you as well. So Microsoft put in work. They actually created two different type of consoles. On the other hand, Sony puts out two of the same. The only difference is one has a Blu-ray disc tray, the other one doesn't. That's it.
Yep.
And all these silly little comparisons about the video games, we all know that these debut games were not going to be max RDNA 2.0 games. Every gamer out here with a brain knew that, Tech. Yeah. We knew that. We haven't seen Hellblade 2. The reason why you haven't seen Hellblade 2, because that's going to be a full RDNA 2.1 game. Or 2.0, I'm sorry.
And probably because they saw the flack they received when they displayed Halo.
Right.
It's like, it's they showed it, they showcased it, thinking it's going to get a big applause. While you got a bunch of people, of course, just started making fun of it, and insulting it and doing all sorts of saying all sorts of stuff. And now they're probably like, you know what? Let's just wait until we have something true.
Then Tech, you're right. What if I tell you that was a trap? That was meant to happen. See, what's funny is Microsoft can play these mind games as well. Let's throw it out here. Because see, really, when you think about it, that was good marketing. Because now what you did is you guaranteed the success of Halo Infinite. So you came out here and ran your mouths, right? Oh, it doesn't look like anything. Oh, they need to take that back. Take that back. But what if that was their intentions? Just so now, when it does come out, it's a guaranteed victory because it's everything that you said it should be and worse. What if this game, Tech, is like Flight Simulator ×2?
Yeah.
See, I'm scaring them with that. Let's say, what if this open world has all the mesh shaders and bells and whistles to it? Is carrying all that real-time ray tracing and the DX12 is all in it because you know it's gonna be right.
Yep.
There's no true Xbox fan in their right mind that thinks that Halo Infinite is gonna lack any of the resources of Xbox. It's gonna have all the resources of it.
Yep.
And because you thought that little alpha stage performance that they put up, you fell for that trap. Don't think the new legal don't know who fell for that trap. I just sat back and said, this is going to be one to remember for the ages. Microsoft, you're geniuses.
Yep. Yep.
Geniuses. Because they knew that's what was going to happen. And look how confident they are, Tech.
Oh, they haven't been backing down whatsoever.
They took Halo out the picture.
And then, you know, not only they took it out the picture, they took all these all these funny memes about Craig and all that and made it a thing. And they took the refrigerator thing and made it a thing, a positive thing.
They made him famous, bro.
Yes.
And they're not going to learn. They're not learning anything. The problem is this. I heard of.
Don't be surprised that Microsoft and the U.S. military getting together and they actually make a Series X bazooka. And you got Phil Spencer there showcasing it.
Straight up. I had a PlayStation fan tell me straight up, legal. It's like this with the PlayStation fans, man. They won't open their eyes until this whole thing crashes down. There's some right now who've already given up and said, you know what, turning this trash in. I'm waiting on the Xbox. But then you have some that are loyal, which is nothing wrong with it.
No. But
the problem is this. They're expecting the PlayStation 5 to deliver, and it's not going to deliver. So because it's not going to deliver, and people within the gaming industry that do a lot of prostitution for Sony knows it's not going to deliver, they're trying to find anything to make the Xbox Series, the boxes look bad. And you can't make the X and the S look bad. They're meant for two different purposes. And they're holding on and they're staying true to what they were created on. They're not out here being fake. And notice, Tech, how you don't see Microsoft having no cheerleader for them out there in the streets.
No.
Trying to tell you things about it to sell you that Xbox. They don't never have nobody like that.
No.
The reason? They don't need to. Like Tech said, the product speaks for itself. Microsoft is like this. We put out a good product. If it fails, we start over. If it wins, we build upon it. But we're not going to sit up here and have people within the industry or within these third party companies parading on our creations as if they really know what went into it. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's bothersome to see, and which I just don't get. And this is why one day I would like to speak to a true hardcore Sony fan.
Facts. Okay.
A true one in a very polite, conversation without any insults. I mean, I'm being honest.
Right.
And ask them, why are you so concerned with the Xbox brand and its fan base?
Speak on it.
Why are you so concerned with it? If your so-called PlayStation 5 or the PlayStation brand itself is so superior, it's so awesome, it's the best thing ever that happened to gaming, Why always talking about Xbox? You know, they're concerned about Xbox and what it cannot do, games and whatever else it can come up with, right? But they're not talking about how their PS5s are burning. Their graphics are just horrible because they got those glitches and whatever's happening. The artifacting and crashing.
There you go.
So many things that went wrong with the PS5, but they're trying to be like, hey, well, yeah, your Xbox. It's like, don't you concern? You don't need to be concerned for me and my brand that I enjoy. Look what's going on with you. Why don't you focus on that instead?
Right.
And talk, to Sony, make it heard, demand better, which I've heard many times. Why don't you demand better from Sony and say, hey, put out a true $500 product, not this Aldi product that you gave us.
Dude,
it's burning, it's overheating, it's too loud, and it's been a loud issue since the PS4. And I don't understand why they can't get that through their heads to design something more quieter.
Because check, you know what trips me out, bro? Is that they can't even make a console quiet.
No.
They're struggling with making a quiet console. And you're bringing up picture resolution again? Yeah. Like, y'all still ain't learned from, oh my goodness, man.
Again, they jump back and forth about different, subjects. The power, the resolution, the frames, the games, back to power, back to resolution, back to the design, back to this. Like, hold on.
Right. When one fails, they go that way. Yes. When another failed topic narrative, they go that way.
But if they get like just a glimpse of a win of something like Dirt 5, now they jump on that. Like, oh, over here, look, guys, over here. Check it out over here. Dirt 5 looks better on PlayStation 5. Yeah, let's keep going.
It's crazy, bro.
And then, of course, something happens that the Xbox will come back out with their fix and their patch that looks better, and then they're going to come out with some other thing like, oh my god, look the controller, you can do this.
I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it anymore.
I was like, be concerned about your heater that keeps overheating.
Right,
we're okay over here. I don't need you to speak for me. I don't need you to be concerned for me. If anything, I'm an adult enough to be concerned myself.
Okay? Right. You put your own issues out there.
You over there, you better watch out because your house or apartment might catch on fire. So you better take care of that first before you're concerned about what I'm doing over here.
Facts. Look what Max say.
What? Oh yeah.
Facts.
What's up, after boss?
But you're right, Tank. Listen. We know, man. That
okay, I gotta jump in. Derp, yeah, exactly. Derp says Sony. It is so true because I am just reading so many things where if the console is functioning, and we're talking about does it turn on and does it play,
right?
Okay, but if it has some noise that you don't like because it shouldn't be making certain noises,
right?
They won't consider it as a defect. Because it's functioning just fine.
I'm gonna let that breathe right there, Juan, because I'm about to elaborate on that as soon as tech gets done.
So they won't take it in as a replacement or refund or whatever Sony does because they do have a terrible customer service. And I love some of their products. I got some earbuds that I like. There's a phone I'm looking at by Sony that looks amazing.
Right.
But when it comes to this, you would think they'll be, on top of it.
You're right.
Especially with their customer service. But no.
And I can't deal with Rain G4 tonight. Not dealing with you tonight, fam. I'm not dealing with you right now. Man, I can't mess with this dude tonight, man. But going back to what Juan said,
go ahead.
Right. And here's Robert Karp, right? It's not the final result. We already have an update in the works that fixes many of these things in the video as well as addressing a bunch of other stuff. We also have a big post-launch support plans. So please stay tuned. See what I'm saying? This was on the 21st of this month. That was yesterday.
Yeah. So what, 11 days after launch?
That's it. They are this G. What is it? What is it? What is it for short? It's basically the game developing kit. So what? DGK?
Yep.
Is that what they call it?
Something
For
like
short?
that. Yep.
For people, did I get that right? Yeah, that's for short, right? GDK. Okay, the gaming developing kit. All right. Tech already explained that PlayStation had theirs out a year ahead of time, but you got to understand something. Microsoft started working on this Xbox Series X Genius Tech in 2017. You got to understand that there was big business and big collaboration, big co-engineering going on.
With
While
AMD.
Sony didn't have to go through all of that. Microsoft is making an ultimate situation at hand. They ain't rushing about nothing, man. They know this stuff is out there. Dirt 5 has never been, and this isn't a knock, but Dirt 5 has never been this game where everybody rushed to the stores to go buy.
No.
It's not that kind of a franchise.
I don't think I ever played one.
Right. Well, I can believe that. But Dirt 5 isn't a trash racing game. It's a dirt racing game, kind of a derby racer.
Yeah.
And if you're a Forza fan, the reason why Dirt has done good on Xbox, because a lot of times you come off that Forza high, you can run right over there on Dirt. Dirt was like that second.
Yeah. People want a different flavor after having too much of one.
There you go. And it's done good on the Xbox side of things.
Yeah.
And so it's what's funny is how things have flipped. Now you got Dirt 5 coming out before any Forza game. And that's good, man. That gets Dirt on out the way. We love Dirt. Dirt was huge on the 360. We played those games, man. We did that racer. It's fun, and there's nothing wrong with it. And so it can thrive. And so we as Xbox fans were very aware of that game. We're not tripping. We're not tripping at all. As a matter of fact, it still looks good. And look, here's the funny part, Tech. From what we're seeing right now is this, and this is very clear. Microsoft's at its half-stepping point, at its what? Not even trying point is on par with PlayStation 5 at its best. So basically, if we put it on a grade scale, the Xbox at a D+ is at Sony's PlayStation 5 at an A. So imagine when a game comes out for the Xbox Series X and it's an A. There's not going to be any comparison whatsoever. And notice, it's going to be hard. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be hard to get that love from these third-party loyalists to Sony. But when Microsoft games start coming out that woodwork, oh boy, that's what made Xbox so beautiful back in the day. See, Xbox had all those games. They would come out with 13 titles on launch day, and you had all those 13 games to brag about in the showcase. Mm-hmm. See, that's where the power came out. They didn't have to try to go through what they're going through today, because they made sure, look, these 13 games on our box, you're not going to get these games to look like this anywhere else. And also, they're right here. They're exclusive to us. So if you want to play games that look like this, you're going to have to come out here and buy you an Xbox. That's just what it is. Y'all are mad because, for one, Microsoft now is thinking about itself. When it wanted to think about everybody, they didn't want it. They didn't want it. Or they wanted to put their vision into things, but they don't have the mighty resources to do it. So Microsoft was like, okay, cool. We start thinking about ourselves. We don't want to hear anything. We don't want to hear anything when we start reaching in our pocket and make some things happen. We don't want to hear anything. So all you're crying is just reassuring what Microsoft is about to do. See, I keep telling y'all the best thing to do is just be quiet.
Yep.
Stop talking, because you're going to catch an L. You're going to keep catching L's.
Those same people keep saying, you should demand better from Microsoft. It's like, I don't have to say anything because you're saying it, and this is the result we got.
There you go. There you go. It's just like a post I saw on Twitter, Tech. I saw all these people over here talking about Dirt 5 like they really be playing.
Like every single one of them have played it or bought it. Yeah. They're just looking at pictures
in their mouth. Fact.
Yeah, they're looking at the pictures and just reacting and like just adding on.
Facts. They're adding on. PlayStation fans in disguise. It's so easy to pick these half breeds. It's crazy. The half breed technique is just so played out, man. It's so easy to detect them, right? These centaurs are so easy to detect, right? So what I said was, hey, it sounds like to me there's a bunch of PlayStation fans really on this post that are trying to pretend they're Xbox fans. So I just said this. Do y'all really want me to snap all these names and then later on bring this back up when this situation gets finalized and you take this L? Do we really have to do this? After I said that,
they'll be
all
quick
we
to
got
delete
was crickets. All we got was crickets. I didn't get one person to brave hard up and say, yeah, man, take my name. You ain't getting none of that, bro. They didn't want that smoke.
No.
Because they're sitting out here fronting. That's the same thing they've been doing. Look, man, just know this. RDNA 2.0 is fully maxed with the Xbox Series X. I'm going to say this again. PC gaming with NVIDIA and AMD graphic cards, right? They're new graphic cards with the Microsoft technology in them. So the DirectX 12 with the hardware ray tracing is Xbox featured. There's only one console that has the same things that they're going to have in them. That's the Xbox Series X. So there's no separating those three. Either you're going to buy, you got three choices. You get an AMD graphics card with those capabilities, NVIDIA graphic card with those capabilities, or an Xbox Series X. Anything outside of those three, you're not next gen. All right? It's just that simple. So everybody out here that's trying to prostitute hard for PlayStation 5, this isn't a diss. This isn't hate being thrown at you. These are just facts. This is just something that you guys are having a hard time to grasp. Doesn't mean people can't
saying
tell
something
you.
About it's their custom RDNA, secret sauce that I showcased the other day. And it's like,
right.
Like if Microsoft needs help with their RDNA or whatever they're doing, they have AMD to back them up. Okay. If Sony's taking a little piece of here, a little piece of that, a little piece of this, and trying to mush everything together into something custom, there's only so much that AMD can step in and help.
Right. And
because it's gonna be like, we can't fix this. Look what you did. You took the little things of here and there, put it together into some Frankenstein, and then now you expect us to fix it?
Facts.
No.
Plus, AMD even had to come out, man, and just certify it. Say, listen, man, the big deal happened between us and Microsoft. That's it. We all know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, look, you can be mad, you can deny, you can reject, but what I'm trying to say is none of those emotional actions are going to change the factual aspect that the Xbox Series X is a true next generational future-proof console. So listen, if you want to get the true next generational spec performance out of the Xbox Series X, you're going to have to invest in a new age upgraded TV that can do 4K, 120 hertz, 2.1 HDMI ports.
Yep.
You don't have to have this free G-Sync or FreeSync from AMD or NVIDIA. You don't have to have that, but it's good to have it because that'll really stabilize everything. That'll take care of almost everything. But you got to have VRR. Variable refresh rates. If you don't have that, then you're really going to be behind because these games are going to be bigger. They're going to be faster. They want to perform. They want that. Oh, you also premium HDR. This HDR has been stretched. You're going from 93.1 gamma. What is it? The gamma ratings for HDR to now 100%, 99%. I mean, these TVs now, man, they're pumping out. And the good part about it, Tech, is if people wait a little bit, they'll be affordable because these TVs are moving with gaming now. They know that
Well, you know, what
get
did
these
Microsoft
TVs
do?
out.
They partnered up with who?
Yeah, LG
Yeah.
just became the
Yeah.
official OLED TV.
There you
Now
go.
look at this. Tag is right. 2 major TV companies have partnered with Microsoft now. You got Samsung to premiere Xbox Series X games and S games. Then you had LG become the official licensing for OLED gaming for Microsoft's Xbox Series X. That's incredible, man.
Yep.
That's incredible. Now, that's not to knock all the other TVs out there.
No.
There's some TVs out there. Right. We're just talking about the OLED. LG is pretty much king of OLED. So for the OLED department, king to crown the Xbox Series X, that tells you everything. These TVs aren't partnering with PlayStation 5. It can't do that true next gen. So why would they do that?
Tanya.
Why would they do that, Tech?
Tanya, they take all these pieces, make it into a Frankenstein console. And what happened to Frankenstein at the end?
Yo, that's about as real as he gets right there.
He died.
That's as soon as he got when they tested him with the bolts, he fried up.
He fried up, man.
He wasn't put together right.
He wasn't put together. They got pieces of this man, that man, put them together. And what happened? Wow. Didn't it make no sense whatsoever. Walking around all, lobbing back and forth. And at the end, he's dead. And that's the PlayStation 5.
And you can hear it in Technoblast's voice, y'all.
It's skipping along.
He's just saying there's no reason to even argue with these clowns, man. Like, you can have a debate, but don't even argue with them. Just laugh at them and just say, man,
that's all you can do. I mean, like I'll take a jab here and there just for the fun of it because I'm bored and just probably scratching myself, But
right. Dirt. That's right. See, Dirt. That's right, Tech. See, Dirt's right. The reason why they doing that, Dirt, they can't come to grips with it, man. I know it. They can't come to grips with it, fam. So they're gonna keep saying, it's having the same issues. No, it's not. Well, okay, if it's having the same issues, bring up the articles. Show us. We need proof. We need it. We need worldwide proof. You don't see nobody.
And you're not lying about issues because you had your own and you said it the last show.
Right. HDMI issue, bro. Took it in 3 days later. No. I took it in on the Friday. It got sent out. It reached El Paso on Monday. I got my Xbox Series X on Friday.
There you go.
I got it back. Same week, fam. Same week. It's working.
So yeah, we know that
that's Xbox a normal day one problem.
Has issues, but not at the magnitude that right now that the PlayStation 5 has. Just nowhere even close.
He's killing it, man. That's right. They're me tooing it, bro, to the heart. And it's not working for them. You don't see people on the internet showing you green screens and the Xbox blacking out and
flickering.
Major there you go. Speak on the tech. Major glitches. You don't see all that.
What is it? Major glitches.
Modes. Right.
Here's a few. Besides the one I listed the other day, it was like 10 or 11 issues that was known. But what we see online is what? The burn marks. And I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, I guess because I don't know. I mean, I have to see it for myself if that's ever true because I seen the breakdown of the system and it's like, man, it's pretty hard to burn that side of the panel,
Thanks.
And then the disc getting stuck and going in and out. And there's something about a sticker stuck in the fan that people are complaining about.
Dude, come on. Yo, we can't even look, y'all.
I'm not even making
we're not breaking down our Series X, man. Here's our simple solution on the Xbox side of things. Make your claim, bag it up. They give you the sticker. To send it off, and within 3 to 4 days, within that same week, you got your new Xbox. That's how it works over here. We ain't got to break down anything.
No. Nope. No popping off the panels. No, nothing.
No, having to go get 4 screwdrivers. We ain't got to do none of that, bro. We just take our stuff back.
Like compact.
Facts. This stuff is just highly laughable, y'all.
It is.
Tech, we're about to reach our 45 minutes, man.
Yeah, we got to cut it short tonight. This is just a quick one for today, for Sunday.
Yeah, we just want to come in here and bomb up, man. So, we got it, man. Tech, you did your thing. to the mighty chat room out here. Let's do some shout outs, man, before we
Rogue.
go.
Rogue's there.
Go to our lovely Rogue, Enigma 17 for holding down the chat room.
And the way, how does she say? How does she shout out to everybody? Hey,
facts, facts. Shout out to our man, the General, in the building, chilling on his new LG. Man, that man's chilling. You can't get that man off that LG right now.
Nope.
He's chilling. I'm still gonna get my Cyberpunk pump.
Hey.
And shout outs to him. Yo, shout out to Mr. Kima. Shout out to Emmanuel A1. Shout out to Dirt. Shout out to Jay Dizzle. Shout outs to Fire Boss. Shout outs to Juan Castillo. Shout outs to
Jeremy. Jeremy was in.
Jeremy Merchant?
Yeah, he was in there.
Shout outs to Jeremy Merchant. Shout outs to Max. Shout outs to my man Shizno Elite, always coming in being elite. Shout outs to my man, the man that I have to really hold my laughs in, man, day in and day out. Rain G4 be coming up in here, man, cracking me up, man. I have to really play it off hard with him, man. Sometimes I can't, but Rain just be going in, bro. It's just too funny. Shout outs to my man After Boss. Let's see. Anybody else? Oh, shout out to my man Future Generations in the building. I see you, fam. There's Jeremy Merchant. I see him. Shout out to let's see. Mage. What's up, Mage? What's up? And we're about to end it, y'all. We're getting down. Brooklyn Gaming in the building. Let's see what's good. And that's it, y'all. It was a quickie, man. A real good quickie.
Nothing wrong with the quickie. Nothing wrong with the quickie.
That's right, man. That's right. Hey, be safe, everybody. That's true indeed. True indeed. Thanks for another great episode, guys. Nah,
the Dirty South.
Thanks to another great chat room. This is why we do it, because of you guys. We doing it because of you. Thanks, y'all. We appreciate it. But really, we are a reflection of y'all. So true indeed on everything that y'all saying. It's echoed right back. We're going to keep doing this, man. We ain't stopping the streets. We here. Technoblast, good to have you, man. Yep. Any last thing you got to say to them, Tech?
Just enjoy your Xbox, man, because it's a hell of a machine. Let's do this.
Keep it gaming, y'all. Chase one up in life. Xbox rocks and it don't stop. We out of here. Peace.
Bye.